Cause none of my niggas average. Hop in that whip and we smash it. Fuck it, they just gotta cash me. Cause none of my niggas average. Hop in that whip and we smash it. Fuck it, they just gotta cash me. We bout that action, cause none of my niggas average. Hop in that whip and we smash it. Fuck it, they just gotta cash me, So yeah, like I was saying, bro. So you got all these artists like him per se, and they just don't know what to do with.
We talking about YSN Capo.
Yeah. So YSN Capo is obviously he's like one of the bigger artists in the city, but the fact that it's not about his marketing, it's not about his potential, it's not about what he's doing as an artist. He's doing everything he needs to do as an artist.
Right.
It's the fact that the people around him don't have access to that next level, like that next step.
Yeah.
Because it's a system. Everything is a system. You have to have this set up before we can put you here.
Yeah.
All right, then you got to have that set up before we can get you here.
Right.
You feel me? So
different tiers to this shit.
Yeah, bro. And everybody thinks like, okay, I'm gonna get discovered here, and then I'm going straight to the top. Like that shit happens very rarely, bro.
Yes.
And in most cases, it takes a label more work to try and backpedal and go back and do all the foundation shit for the artist.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of artists get fucked up deals.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand the fact that you got to do the baseline shit so that you have more negotiation power.
Yeah.
You got more of, okay, well, we already had this shit set up before we came to you.
Right.
Right? So whatever you're doing should just be adding on to what we're doing.
You should be able to go into their system, right?
Yeah.
And just basically be automated to where they already got the systems put in place.
Right. So like when you think about the artistry, you think about sales, right?
Yeah.
People don't know how to really convert fans into actual money, and that's like a big problem because when you think about running ads, right? Let's say you run an ad on a post or like your album, right?
Yeah.
You make a post about your album,
right?
And cool, the post get 1 million impressions. That's cool, but then it's like, what's next?
What are you doing with that?
Right. If you ain't got no website set up for them to go and buy the album from, if you don't have your merch already set up for them to go purchase your merch and shit like that, like then it's like, okay, you just giving them something to look at,
right?
And then they're gonna scroll past that shit afterwards.
You're not converting the impressions to either dollars or
bro.
streams or fans or something.
It's so many steps and levels to being an artist nowadays, and they don't understand that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So this is why we need a label here to not only get artists to the foundation standpoint, we got to get them to the point where they're ready to be discovered. We're not at the place where we are ready to be discovered.
Right.
And that's a problem. Like you could ask somebody, they don't even know about press kits. They don't know about they don't know about BMIs. They don't know about PRO, like shit like that. Like they don't even know the basic shit to be ready to be discovered.
In the industry,
you feel me? They don't know. They don't even know how to connect like their social media to the point that you look like one entity.
Right.
For Google to recognize you as an entity type shit. Right. Yeah. So it's so, bro. It's just so much shit that come with it, bro. And
so that's an issue, and that's what Infinite Empire Music Group is trying to solve, right?
So absolutely, and that's what I'm looking at trying to accomplish with my group. I mean, we got so many levels and so many tiers to what we do, but we're all just one umbrella. You feel me? We want to be that label that's here that is able to discover artists, that we can find artists, build artists, and build them the right way.
Not stop shop.
Yeah, exactly. Not having them to be like, oh, you got to give me $10,000 for me to work with you. Nah, it shouldn't take that.
Right.
We should be able to have a mutual agreement where we can make money together.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Then people don't understand that because they feel like, okay, my time is money.
Yeah.
Completely understand. That's how you run your shit. That's how you run your ship. All good on you. But if I come to you as an artist and I know that I have the drive, I got the talent and shit like that, that I want to be discovered, or I can be discovered, okay, cool, let's work.
Yeah.
Let's see what you can really do. If you're going to put the money in to get this stuff done, then we're going to give you the resources to get it done. You feel me? It takes money, obviously, to make money, but you don't have to pay us to do it for you. We got everything here. We got a studio here. We can have an in-house producer that's curating beats to your sound, to build your sound. We can have fucking streams. We can do fucking videos and shit out in the
Talk
front.
about it.
You feel me?
Talk
Like
about it.
we can do all that stuff here,
Hmm.
and I'm not trying to just have a studio. I'm trying to have a creative space where you can come in here and get everything done. You can get a cover art, you can get your song mixed, master, all that shit all in one, distribute it, all that shit. We have the network for it. You just have to understand what to do and how to do it.
I
You
love
feel
that.
me?
I love
So, bro,
that.
it's just so much to it, bro. And a lot of people ask me why I stopped being an artist, which I really didn't stop being an artist. It was just I have a bigger ambition than just being an artist. You feel me?
Right.
So I can't be an artist and think that I'm about to have another artist under me trying to also be an
accomplish the
artist.
same
It's like,
things
you
as
feel
you,
me?
right?
So then it's a conflict of
It's a
interest.
competition almost.
Right. So
Yeah.
then they're gonna feel like, oh well, Jay trying to step over me because I'm not doing this.
Right.
If I'm supposed to be the CEO of the label, why the fuck am I putting
Why am I
myself
competing with my artist?
right? Why am I putting myself in a place where I should be putting my artist there?
Absolutely.
Why am I trying to put myself in the front when I can say, hey, well, look, I got my artist, let her headline, you feel me? And I'm going to be the person that's behind the scenes pushing that.
Right.
You feel me? That's what,
Right.
I mean, it's cool being an artist. I had my moments, you know, I had my success.
Yeah.
I obviously can see much more success in my career, but
And you can pick it up whenever you want
whenever
to.
I want to. Like, if I wanted to today, I could drop
You
at
could drop
any
a
point.
project.
Right. I can
Right.
record a project. I could do whatever the fuck I want to do because it's mine. I own it. You
Yeah.
feel me? But now I'm at the point where everybody is talking about the problem, but nobody's bringing a solution. Nobody is
Nobody's
coming up
providing a
with the
solution.
plan and saying that
Nobody's solving
Virginia doesn't have a music. We don't have like a
it. A
fucking
music scene.
yeah. Okay, so what are you gonna do about that? We don't have a music scene because you have a pool of people who are trying to do the same thing,
Mhm.
but we don't understand how to organize it properly to build that. You feel me? To make that shit happen.
Right. And you know what I also heard? I heard it like the issue is we don't have a big enough market. So even when you talk about sports teams, like why don't Virginia have a, you know what I'm saying, an NFL team or an NBA team? It's like, are people really willing to put in their hard-earned dollars to something that they say they love and say they want to do, which is music, have that passion for it? I feel like it's a lot of, not a lot, but it's a good majority of people out here that's just doing it, you know what I'm saying, just to do it. And it's like, if you really got the passion for it, you don't mind putting in the money behind your shit to put ads in and do videos and, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, submit your music to playlists and go to shows and really put bread behind your shit. It's one thing to be, you know what I'm saying, doing music and putting out music, but are you really putting the money behind it to get it to the next level, to get it where you need to go? And I think
Right.
that's another issue is like, it's cool if you feel like you talented and you got it and you might not feel like you have to put that money behind it, but it's like the major artists are doing it, so why not you doing it? The
Facts.
industry artists
That
are
is
putting money
facts.
behind it. The labels are putting money behind it. Like whether it's getting into the radio or putting in money behind music videos, you got to put the bread behind it. And like that's the real truth to saying I really believe in myself. If you got a 9 to 5, I'm putting my 9 to 5 dollars into my side hustle until my shit take off. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Facts.
And that's what separates a real artist from somebody that's just doing it for the clout or doing it because they bored or doing it because they feel like it's cool and
Yeah.
everybody else doing it. That's
Yeah.
what's going to separate. And me as a producer at A&R, I see that shit.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
anybody that get on my project is somebody that I feel like just doing it because they love it, but they put money behind it. Even if it's putting money into blog posts. Shout out Viral Virginia and Glass TV
Yeah.
and platforms like that. Even if it's putting money behind it to get your shit seen by a large number of people that want to do what you do or enjoy listening to what you do.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
And so that's what separates, you know what I'm saying, the real from, you know what I mean, the people that's just, because everybody say right now the music game is oversaturated. But I tell people that's cool and all, but like
Yeah.
the real artists and the real music, that's going to last. And that's going to
Facts.
outlast anybody
Facts.
that's just doing it for the meantime or just doing it for the wrong reasons.
I mean, if you really look at it, the music game isn't oversaturated. It's honestly not oversaturated. It's oversaturated with bullshit. That's true.
Yeah.
But it's the people who understand how to stand out.
Mhm.
They see like, okay, this shit ain't really oversaturated. It's like, how can I fucking? I'm gonna give it a perfect analogy, right?
Okay.
All right, let's say it's a bunch of sand in the bottom of the barrel, right? And then we're gonna call ourselves the sand. There's going to be those people here and there that's going to be able to be like, all right, I can I can see above everybody else because I'm doing something that's a little bit different. Okay, now I know that I'm doing this I'm doing this different. Okay, so let me make this shit stand out. Let me, as you say, run my ass. Let me understand how to make myself an established artist. Let me make myself more visible when people are looking for music or when people are trying to, find the talent, because you can, bro. I swear to God, bro, it's not hard to really do the music shit. Anybody can get in the studio, yes,
Anybody.
but not everybody's gonna put money behind that shit.
Right.
Like, for the longest time, bro, people didn't know that I was in the Navy. For the longest fucking time, I've been in the Navy for 8 years. They didn't know I was in the Navy because they seen J28. They didn't see, oh, this nigga was in. I post my Navy shit here and there,
Right.
but it was more or less like I was putting money from the Navy into my career.
And folks, I'm just finding that out too.
Like,
I'm
yeah,
on with y'all.
that's
I
what I'm
didn't even
saying.
know
Like,
that till just now, literally.
I was putting so much of my money into my career. Had my studio in house. I had all this stuff I was going on. I was funding my own tour. I was like doing all this shit that was basically trying to, like, I was pushing my artistry more than I was like pushing my 9 to 5. I would
Right.
still get up and go to work though. I still go put my uniform on.
That's what
I'm
you're
still getting the
supposed to do.
benefits of the Navy and shit like that. Like,
That's what
it's,
you're supposed to do.
but that's what I felt like when I was getting that success and I was on my tour and I was fucking selling out in 2 states. Like, I'm selling out shows in fucking DC and in fucking Virginia.
Talk
Like,
about it.
it's different. You feel me? Because I was
about it.
actually putting money into the shit that I was doing,
Right.
and I started to understand. Okay, now this is how you make a difference as an artist. This is how you goddamn really stand out and make shit happen for yourself as an artist. Man, people just really didn't understand that shit when it came to the music business, and that's why your work ethic is really gonna show.
Yeah.
It's really gonna show at the end of the day, because when I'm starting to put, and I ain't gonna call nobody out, but when I have artists and I start putting money behind you, and I'm like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is like how we're gonna do shit. Let's come up with a plan. Let's come up. You got a whole slew of people behind you ready to work. All right, let's make it happen. And you don't make that shit happen for yourself. Like, you're not the person that's curating. Like, as you're the artist. You're supposed to be telling the team, like, hey, I want to do this. This is my creative vision.
Yeah.
The people behind the cameras or the people that's doing whatever, they should be like, all right, cool, let's do it. I can see what you. Let's come up with a plan. Let's put that shit on paper. People
Right.
think that shit happens like
Instantly, yeah.
and shit don't work like that.
And
Everything
like you
has
said, it's very rare that
everything has
happens.
a plan, bro. It has
Yeah.
a motion, bro. Like, a lot of people can't put their thoughts on paper, and then that's why a lot of times that shit don't come to life, because you're not putting that shit in a physical world. You putting that shit up in here, but that shit only gonna get you but so far.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I seen a quote that one of my boys posted. He was like, as an individual, yeah, you could set the pace. You could talk about what you want to do. You could see your own vision and things like that. That's understandable. But you only gonna get you but so far. You have to have a team, bro. You gotta have people behind you that's willing to fucking invest in what you got going on too. And I ain't saying invest in money, but invest in time, invest in effort, invest in, you know, their skills into what you trying to bring to life.
Facts.
You feel me? And if you
Facts.
can't put that in the physical world and say this is what we trying to do, that shit, it's gonna be hard to get where you want to go. You're better off as an individual because you only thinking up here.
Right.
You know? So
Right.
like right now, your project. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that. We're gonna talk about the I Am Jefe Beats.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me?
Yes,
Let's talk
sir.
about the album, man. Like, you put this in the physical world.
Yeah.
You feel me? And now people can see your vision and see what you got going on.
Right, right.
Like that's what we need to see. Now I can look at this and be like, all right, well, shit. What we finna do with this? All right, what videos we about to put behind this? What you know? It works.
Yeah.
You feel me? It works because now we can see what you got going on, bro. So let's talk about the project.
Let's
in
talk
itself,
about
man.
it. Let's talk about
Like,
it. Man.
what made you want to even release a project? You're a producer in the
Yeah.
A&R, right? So
Yes.
what made you want to come out with an album?
So listen, man. I go by the name of Jefe Beats. Y'all can follow me right now on Instagram. I am Jefe Beats. I'm a producer, A&R, songwriter, composer. And listen, I've been doing music since for 8 years, so probably since like 2016, 2015 is when really I got started. And what really made me start this series, because this is the 4th installation of my Who is Jefe Beats series. I got Who is Jefe Beats 1, Who is Jefe Beats 2, Who is Jefe Beats 3, and then by that time, people know who I am. So it's like, now I am Jefe Beats. This is the final installation of the compilation series. And what made me do it is like, yeah, even though I'm a producer, we're still artists in the sense of like, we still create art, right? So like, to make myself stand out and to honestly own my catalog and be able to do dope shit in the
Yeah.
future, like syncing my music for movies and
Yeah.
video games, TV shows.
See, you talking a
My
foreign language to them now.
you know what I mean? Like that's the shit. That's the shit that's cool to me. That's
Yeah.
dope to me. So like,
Yeah.
I got kind of tired of waiting on music, waiting on artists to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Music that we had, and I had COVID like late 2021, early 2022, and I'm like, yo, I got all these dope beats in my stash.
Yeah.
Why not start putting out projects under my name? So I'm building a catalog under Jefe Beats that I own. You know what I'm saying? I own the masters to, and like just do something different and really showcase what producers and what Virginia can do, because it's not just
Yeah.
about me. It might be my name on the title, but like this is about Virginia. You know what I mean? You see my shirt, man. Shout out Christian Lovechild. Shout out Future World Sport. This is like a lot of the VA 757 goats that really put on, either they athletes or
Oh, that's hard. I didn't even
musicians. You know
see
what I'm
that.
saying?
That's tough.
Missy Elliott is up here. Pusha T is up here. Pharrell. Like I
Ah.
got so many icons up
That's
here,
dope.
man. Like
That's
I said,
dope.
shout out Future World Sport and Christian Lovechild. But listen, I think Virginia has so much potential. So like what I want to do with these albums, like I Am Jefe Beats, is really showcase what we can do. So I'm not just putting 757 artists on these projects,
Yeah.
bro. I'm also reaching out to the 804. So like for the past 4 years, this is the fourth installation. Like I said, I'm having, you know what I'm saying, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Richmond. Like I'm really touching the most significant parts as far as music in Virginia.
Yeah.
And I'm putting it together on one project. And like what's dope about it is artists that are on the project, they might not have been on a project with this artist if I didn't like, you know what I'm saying, try to connect the dots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
on my executive producer A&R shit. So I really was having fun with it when I did the first one. Like, yo, I wanna really like just do something different, right? And so like experimenting with different sounds and like different artists like that, and the feedback I got not only from the artists but like just everybody around me was like, yo, this is dope, this is love, like,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
you know, I would get questions like, yo, are you rapping on this shit? Why is it under Jefe
Yeah,
Beats
that's
as the
what I
artist?
was thinking.
It's like,
I'm
yo, are
like-
you rapping? It's like, nah, but like what I try to picture people, what I try to give people to like picture is like, you see how Metro Boomin, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah. Okay. I get
promotes
you.
his stuff and does his albums, and it's like
Yeah.
it's under Metro Boomin, but he's got features from Offset and 21 and all the artists he worked with. He's not rapping, it's his beats, but he's showing how producers can really take over and do like more of the ownership side and not
Yeah.
be in the background as much. But we can function as artists too, because without the producers and the engineers, there is no song. Shout
Yeah,
out to the
facts.
artists, but like we really behind the scenes putting in the work. And shout out with AK, made by AK. He mix and master all my albums, man, and we really
Tight.
just putting a dope sound together. And what I'm trying to give people is like, it's not just one genre. I don't want to just show y'all the trap side of VA.
Yeah.
I want to show y'all the trap soul side. I want to show
Facts.
y'all the R&B side. I want to show y'all the lyrical side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I really showcased that. I feel like with this last album, I'm Jefe Beats, it's like the song structure, how the album flows, the artist that's on it. I really feel like I'm just getting better with each project and just
Yeah.
trying to elevate and just keep doing my thing and just show the world I am Jefe Beats. Cause like for the first three, Who is Jefe Beats was cool because I feel like I was still building my name in the city
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Virginia. But it's like y'all know who I am, y'all know what I do. So like that's what really spawned the
Like
name
that.
I am Jefe Beats. And it's like it's an end to this series. Not to say I won't do more projects like this.
Yeah.
But as far as this vibe and this energy and this like the theme for the album, like I'm gonna leave this where it's at because I want it to
Okay.
go down in history and have a legacy.
That's
And I'm
tight.
gonna start something different. You know what I
I
mean?
like that. I like that, man, brother. When I say he came pulled up, he got the posters. Most people don't really understand that shit, man. Like
I'm just
the-
going old school
like,
because like
the guerrilla marketing is what I like though. You feel me? Like
Right.
the posters, the physical.
you see, I got the
things of-
QR code on
Yeah,
it too.
yeah, that's what I'm
So it's
saying,
like,
like,
if you see this shit
It's
posted
right-
somewhere,
let
scan
me see.
it and go ahead.
I'm about to see
Goddamn.
if it worked. I'm
Hey.
gonna test it for y'all. See if the QR code
Let
works.
it-
See
hey.
if he really putting the work in.
Show 'em what's going on.
Hold on.
Show 'em what's going on. Because it's one thing if somebody got the QR code, but if it don't work, does it
That's
really
crazy.
matter?
It's, yeah, like it just looked good and it
And
worked.
what did it take you to?
Yeah, it worked. I am Jefe
Apple
Beats.
Music, Spotify,
Shit like that.
iHeartRadio, wherever you stream music, I am Jefe Beats out now everywhere, man.
That's love, bro. That's love, man. It's like what really made Jefe get into music? You feel me?
So I would say I'm gonna shout out my dad and my granddad. They was into music. My pops, Jeff Red, he was an artist at Uptown back
Okay.
in the early '90s, the New Jack Swing era. So he had a really big hit. You Called and Told Me that was on Strictly Business, a real old classic movie. But just him, man. He used to take me to studio sessions with like Casey and JoJo, and you know he's
Yeah.
worked with a lot of artists. He's got a lot of plaques and Grammy nominated, Grammy award winning. So like just being around that love for music and that passion,
Yeah.
he did something different. You know what I mean? He used to work at General Motors, and then he was like, "Yo, I want to do something different with my life, and I want to take a risk." And when you're trying to do that, like I feel like a lot of people would doubt you and feel like
They
make you think
always
like
gonna
you
doubt you.
crazy. And
Always
like
gonna
he
doubt you.
always told me about that shit. Like, yo, motherfuckers didn't believe in me when I said I want to do this shit. They thought I was crazy till it took off.
Yeah.
And then he started doing his thing, and he went on to also executive producing and A&R at MCA Records.
Yeah.
That's when he started working with Casey and JoJo and Regina Bell and all these crazy artists I can name for days. And
That's tight.
what
That's
really
dope.
started his thing off was like not only was he an artist at Uptown, but he also discovered Mary J. Blige at General Motors. He was working with her stepdad, and he heard her record tape, like her solo, her demo tape, and was like, "Yo, I need to take her to the next level." So like, he's a major part of who Mary J. Blige, everybody
Yeah.
loves, is today. So as far as the foundation of like R&B and soul, Soul Real Records, shout out Jeff Red. That's my pops, that's my dad. I love him to death, man. So really, he got me into the love for music, and from that day, like from an early age, I always used to listen to music and listen to the beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, over the lyrics, and I'm like, yo, I don't think I want to do the artist thing. I want to leave that to pops, but like the beats and the production, I feel like that's fun and that's dope.
Yeah.
So that I was
Yeah.
like, let me try that, and so I got a crack version of FL when I was in college.
Everybody had a
You know
crack
what I'm
version.
saying? I had a crack
Even I
version,
had
man.
a crack version.
FL12, man. Shout out my nigga Mincy, man.
Yeah.
So literally just started cooking up and really finding my passion for it. And like I said, when I started this project, Who is Jefe Beats in 2022, that was the first volume. That's when I really wanted to take music to the next level and started taking it seriously, be consistent. Started popping out to different events. Like one of the events I used to go to a lot was Virginia's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Shout out DJ J Rock at Buco, man.
Okay.
So just different events like that, getting outside. I started judging the different events too, man.
Yeah.
Shout out A-Team, shout out Coalition DJs, shout out Royal Shy. Those are just a few of the platforms that I was
Yeah.
able to judge on. I even got to judge an opportunity with Royal Shy and DJ Bands on a Bet On Me showcase with DJ Joe Pro
Yeah.
and Jack of Spades, who's on 103 Jam. So it's like just being able to be confident in my craft, do something different, and put myself outside of the regular producer box. It just got me so many opportunities. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and say all the opportunities came to me. Sometimes I had to reach out and be like, "Yo, can I do this and that?" And
You
like,
had to work for them shit.
you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes it's not always gonna come to you. But like, if you ask and put in the work, and people see that you trying to do something different, it's gonna work out.
Toast, I'm talking about. I ain't had one of them nights in a long time, so
Them be one of them nights, man, where the music really come
I
out.
was fucked up. Yeah. I was fucked. Motherfucker booked the session at 2 in the morning and was like, "Come on, bro, let's work." I said, 2 in the morning, nigga. God damn.
He was like, "Fuck that, I can't turn it down though." You know what I mean? What we built on,
Yeah, I
we
ain't
built on
tell you,
real work.
I
You know what I
ain't
mean?
turned out no bread. I'm gonna tell you right now, fool. Unless it's bad money, but that was like some easy shit.
Infinite Empire Music Group,
Oh,
nigga.
God.
Them niggas willing to work whatever
Yeah.
time of night, nigga. Whatever you need, they
Whatever
here.
you need. Whatever you need, man. So look, man. Then I was telling them about like the fight and all that shit, bro. So we got to get into it, man. I seen you posted today, bro.
I
You
posted
done,
a lot today, bro.
you done got your refund
Yeah.
on the fight and all that,
I
man.
did,
So
I did.
man, shout out Keyshawn Davis, man.
Shout out
I know he
Keyshawn
putting
and
in the work.
DB3, man,
Yeah,
and the
he
brothers
does
as
so
well,
put in the
Kelvin,
work,
and
man.
you know what I mean,
I,
Keon.
I love the grind. I love the hustle that they
Me
got out
too.
there, man. Well, let's talk about it, man. 4 pounds overweight.
To me, I feel like he should have came ready, bro. Even if he was trying to go to another weight class, which is what I
Yeah.
heard. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
hearsay. I think you should have been ready, man. You got down. You
Regardless
took
of
it
the
back
fact.
to your city for the second time. It's like we the whole city behind you.
I actually bought
You
my
did
ticket
really
this
well
time,
the
man.
first time. I bought my
Yeah.
tickets too. I had a good section, and I was willing to support the city, willing to support Keyshawn, especially,
Yeah.
man, defending his title and doing his thing. Like, I love anybody coming from this area that's
Facts.
focused and really doing their thing. So I'm like,
Facts.
the businessman, you taking care of business. All right, bet I need a ticket. So I had my ticket. I had everything set, and then when I seen he didn't make the weight, I'm like, 4 pounds over. It's one thing to be 1 or 2 pounds over, but like
Yeah.
being 4 or
4?
5 pounds over to the next weight class, that sounds like it's more purposeful. So it's
Yeah.
like, to me, I get what you trying to do, man. Like, but man, you just had your city behind you, bro. Like, and that hurts to feel like not only are you gonna lose your title, but you can't even fight. So it's like, not
Yeah.
fuck the money. It's like, for you and your career,
You
I'm
took
just
a L.
hurt.
Your
Yeah, that
first
you.
L is on some like
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, bro. It's like
That's what
and
really
it could
hurts
have been
though.
avoided. And I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
you
yeah.
definitely could have won the fight. So I'm just like, I really wanted to see a good boxing match first and foremost. This was gonna
Yeah.
be my first boxing match I went to, so I was
Damn.
excited, bro. And when I found out he won't fight, and I'm like, that's the real reason I bought the ticket. No
Yeah, bro.
disrespect to everybody
Yeah.
else, but like I wanted to see bro defend his title in his home state.
Facts.
The energy was
Facts.
crazy, and it's like when that happened, it just like deflated the whole vibe. And
Yeah,
it's like,
I think Brody just got too caught up in the like theatrics. You feel me? And him going around the city and like and again, I don't want to say it's Virginia itself, but it's more or less like you going around the city doing all these activities and things like
yeah,
that with
all
all these
week.
people all week long, bro. And it's like you know you got to handle business on Saturday.
And now I'm thinking it's like you had all these events all week, but you kind of knew you was gonna be overweight, cause you know you weighing yourself every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
You know what
boxing
weight
every day.
you knew
And
what
you
weight
in
you
there.
were the day before.
Yeah.
So,
it's like what you was doing yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
Type shit like
come on,
that made
man.
you put on that much.
Even
Whether
if
it was water weight
right,
or whatever the fuck, like even if it was liquor, whatever the fuck, like I mean,
get in the sauna, bro, for a few hours and get that shit off, my nigga.
Like we should have.
There was time to get it done, bro.
Facts.
If you had time to
facts.
put these events together, it's time to make weight. Be serious.
Yeah.
Defend your title. If you want to go to the next weight class and forfeit the title, do that after this
Yeah.
fight. Why do it? Especially when you're doing it. It's like a homecoming times, like part 2.
Yeah.
You're doing it in your
Yeah, yeah.
hometown. It's like
You
why
got
do it now,
everybody,
bro? Everybody rooting for you. We
anticipating,
with you. Like the whole, like, and we still got love for you, bro. But like this shit hurt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, but then again, you know, and I don't want to put it on anybody specific though, but it's also his team like that. That just plays a part to the team. I don't know if they got some kind of plan that they looking at, or they got something that's behind the scenes that people don't really see. But it's like now you got that publicity on you to the fact that you know you basically didn't handle business. You the businessman and didn't
That's what I'm
handle
saying. That's
business.
literally your
Like-
motto, bro.
like-
That's literally your
like, you
alias is
stand
the
on business with
businessman,
it.
man.
Yeah.
It's like that's not standing on business to me,
Yeah,
bro.
for real.
Even if you had a secret plan behind it, not a secret plan, but a plan to like move up
To
and
move-
try
you
to
should've
fight
did it
Tank
afterward.
and get to the next level.
Yeah.
Take care of business first, bro. We had this fight set up for weeks. You had this fight set up for weeks.
Yeah.
You knew what you needed to come in here and do. I feel
Yeah.
like you could have won this shit, man. But it's like now you'll never get to prove it. And it's like the fact that they strip you of your title is harsh, but like.
But it's like
What can you
like,
expect when they put so much time and money in behind it? And it's like the day before this shit happened. It's like
And I got
I just can't believe it, bro.
I got all respect for Brody, man. Now I'm
Me too.
Again, bro. Like I'm saying, I ain't trying to down you, bro.
Me
I'm
neither.
not taking away
Me
from your
neither.
accolades, bro.
We can't take away.
You been handling business for the longest, bro. But then it's
Absolutely.
like it kind of speaks to the not only the character, like I said, but to the team that you got behind you. Because at the end of the day, y'all already knew it. Y'all knew what to expect. Y'all knew what was going on. And for your first loss to be on something that was like,
So he's taking an L.
yeah, he took an L. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
You got to take an L on that. You can't
So he's
even
not
if they
undef-
did fight,
Oh,
he
wow.
still lost.
That's so that was
Yeah.
my part of the reason I thought he did it was so he could do that without taking an L. So he still took a loss.
Yeah, no,
so
yeah,
his
you still
record
took an L.
is not undefeated
Yes,
anymore.
yeah, you still take
Wow.
an L on that. Like regardless of the fact, because whether it's a technical L or whether it's you get knocked out, you still took an L because you didn't fight. You forfeited the belt to the guy, and then you had to forfeit a shit ton of money to him at that. So it's like I don't know, bro. Like maybe you have some plan that you want to move forward after that, but then it's like your opponents look at that like, damn, bro, we got now you giving us shit to talk about because you popped all this shit, and now you just fucking just gave it up.
But also
gave
think
it up.
about both of them. Y'all prepared weeks for this fight, got in conditioning, got ready, and then it's like, oh, this shit just canceled like that. It's
Yeah,
like,
the day
everybody's
before
time
at
is
that,
wasted, bro.
the day before at that, bro, and it's like
Bro, I was so excited for this fight, bro.
I'm talking about people getting their money back. You like you kind of want to.
I didn't even want to do it, bro. I was still gonna go just to
Yeah.
support DB3 and the
Yeah,
brothers,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm like, I felt like at that point I'm not getting what I really wanted to go and see.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
why settle? Like,
It's like going to the movies and they play a different movie.
yeah, it's like yeah, I'm still at
That
the
shit
movies,
didn't
but like
pay
this is what I
for.
wanted to see. That's a
You,
fact.
you went to go see Sinners, but they played Batman. You feel?
Like yo, this shit was still dope, but then I want to see Sinners
Yeah, I know,
though.
right? Exactly, right? Like I want to see Sinners though. You feel me? Like, I mean, you can't really, bro. I don't know, man. I can't speak to him per se, bro, because I know he's a phenomenal person
Yeah.
at that. But it just speaks to the character, bro. You gotta start putting the bullshit aside.
I
Like
still got belief in him. I still feel like he gonna be one of the greats. But
you
like
probably
this is
made a shit
definitely
ton of money,
L.
like with the merch and all that stuff. Like you going around the city getting all the publicity and getting people hyped up and shit for it. And maybe he was doing it like, okay, well, I'm gonna give my brothers the limelight,
And that's
type
love. And
shit.
that's love
That's
too.
but
I
it's
can
other ways of
respect
doing
that,
it.
but it's other
It's
ways
other ways
around
of
it.
doing it, right?
Yeah.
Because now it's like you kind of just threw dirt on the whole brand at that because
Everybody's upset, bro.
yeah,
Him,
yeah.
his brothers probably.
Yeah.
Top rank nigga, like DB3.
I know they probably felt that.
You know what I mean?
I know they
Like,
probably felt that, bro.
ain't nobody was expecting that, bro. Nobody was expecting that outcome, and
I'm talking about.
it just hurts a little bit.
I was in here and we was in here working and I got the call, bro. I'm like, shit, we supposed to be going to the fight in a minute. The fight done got moved up. You feel me? We thought it was gonna be like a
Bro, my Duke sent me the post on Virginia Pilot. I'm like, yo.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
at first I thought it was Cap, and then I scrolled up, I seen the Virginia Pilot. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, no, this official tissue.
I'm talking
like,
about that nigga face is
yo.
everywhere right now, bro. But again, like I said, man, he had a phenomenal career. He still has a lot of his career.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take a while for this to.
This is the blow over
Yeah.
and him to come back and do his thing.
Yeah.
He definitely gonna win another title, but it's like the
And-
fact that you did it in your hometown where you from, man.
Yeah,
You
bro.
could have did this shit anywhere else. But it's
Anywhere
like, yo,
else where you
got-
weren't. You feel me?
You got people putting up some money to come see you, man, and just have a good time and see you do your thing. And it's like, for you to make that decision, if you did make that decision, if it was purposeful, you know what I'm saying, and not thinking about everybody else that's also putting in time and energy
Yeah.
to come see you.
But
I just don't understand it, bro.
what kind of throws me off though is the reaction of it. You feel me? The response to when he was overweight, it was like, oh, I was gonna bump up anyway.
Yeah, or whatever.
I was like, the
That's
fuck,
all you
bro?
gotta
Like, like the fuck? What do
Like,
you
why
mean?
did you
Like,
say that before the fight? I would have not bought a ticket if
What
I
the
knew you
fuck?
was just going
That's like
throwing the towel, man.
it's like somebody coming in and shitting on your carpet and you like, oh, I was gonna clean it up anyway. What the fuck? Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, you still shit on my carpet, bro. Like, it don't work like that, bro. Like, I feel it though. I understand that you may got a plan in the long run, bro. But at the end of the day, I respect him. I respect the accolades, bro. It's
I'm
nothing
not taking
towards
nothing
it, bro.
away from him. It just
But,
hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just something that the city gonna feel for a little minute, and it shocked a lot of people the fact that,
He gonna shake back.
Of
It's
course,
gonna take a little
of
minute,
course.
bro. Like, cause it's
Yeah.
a shock to the city, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Like,
And now
this
you
is the
got to
first
start
time
all
this shit
over. You
happened.
got to start from the bottom of the next weight class and try to
That's what I'm saying.
work your way up. You can't keep talking shit to everybody, bro, and then you ain't handling business when the day come.
That's
You feel me? Like,
wow.
yeah. I don't know, bro. I just really hope that he does shake back to it.
I know he will. I know he will. I don't know what the reasoning behind it was,
Yeah.
but hopefully he comes out and talks about it and
I'm
gives
pretty sure he
everybody an
will.
explanation of why this happened. And
Yeah.
even if it was an accident, this is a learning lesson for moving forward, bro. You got to make sure you taking care of the number one thing is
Yeah.
making your weight
And
and
that's
being prepared condition wise.
even when in your artistry, bro, like it's cool that if you're a artist that's on tour and doing
Right.
all this extra shit, bro, you gotta separate the fun from the main event, the real shit that's going on, bro. And I just feel like he got caught up in doing so much throughout the week. He's back home doing shit in the city, da 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 da. He got people fucking selling them plates. He gonna support the community, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, you feel me? Like, you did all that just to lead up to nothing. So I still hope that the Davis boys, they motherfucking, y'all gotta get knockouts at this point.
Absolutely.
Y'all gotta make
Definitely
up
got
for
to
it.
win.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're going
Yeah.
to win. That's a must at that.
Yeah,
Like,
and I know Kelvin got a tough fight on his hand.
yeah.
So,
And honestly, the main event card was gonna be cool. Abdullah
Yeah.
Mason, he one of the ones.
Yeah,
He gonna be one of the ones too
Yeah.
when it all come down to it. But just the principle behind it was what led me to my decision personally. You know what I mean? And
damn,
I still
man.
got love for everybody, but it
I
was
hope
just,
y'all
it
ain't.
just shook me up, bro.
I told Miles, I was like, shit, I don't even know if I want to go now because it was just disappointing, bro. It's just really disappointing in the fact that
It was so much excitement and hype behind it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I know he gonna defend his title. We at home.
I
right
was gonna
now.
put
The
bread
energy
on Brody,
crazy.
man. I'm so glad I ain't bet because
Yeah, you would
it
have
would have
lost
been
that,
over
bro.
with. Would have been over with. He would have had to fight me
You
personally.
would have lost that, bro.
Fuck that.
This was one of them fights where I
I'm
was
coming-
really like, I don't even bet like that, but I'm like, yo, his hometown,
I'm
he not gonna
posting-
lose. I was gonna put some good bread
Yeah,
up too. I'm
I
not
was gonna put
lie
some
to you.
bread on Brody, bro, and
something.
I
I
might
don't
have
know.
had to come to that gym, bro, and come holler at you. Yeah, fool.
Hey
Yeah,
man, but shout out DB3, shout out
for sure,
Keyshawn.
bro.
Hopefully he get it together, man, and bounce back for sure.
Man, for sure, bro. So where you like see yourself next, man? What's next for Jefe, bro?
So I'm gonna keep doing what I do, standing out as a producer, doing my artist compilation albums, and doing something different. But like one thing I want to add to it is I'm about to start putting out actual instrumental albums that people can listen to when they studying or in the
Tough,
gym or
tough.
things like that, and that can really get me into where I want to go, which is the sync placements. Cause like it's one thing getting a song on a placement, but
Yeah,
like TV shows and you know what I'm saying YouTube videos and movies and things like that, it's probably easier to get a beat placed where
yeah,
it's just
yeah, yeah.
instrumental behind it and you can fill it in with a scene or you know what I'm saying different things like that. So I'm definitely about to start doing that, putting out instrumental albums, and I really want to start hosting shows as well and
Yeah.
producer events. So what I'm about to start doing is hosting producer sessions, so producers can come up and cook up. You know what I'm saying, and just collaborate and just showcase what Virginia can do.
Tough,
And then
tough.
you know what I'm saying with what I also want to add on to it is DJing, bro. Cause like
That's crazy. I just bought some DJ equipment, bro. So I mean,
that's
that's
one thing I
wild.
really want to get into
That's
because
wild. Look
I
at
feel
that.
like I know I have a
Stars
lot.
are aligning.
I have a huge ear for music. I have a lot of range,
Yeah.
thanks to my pops and my family. So like even in college, shout out JMU. That's where I went. Like just having an auction party, I love the
Facts.
energy of that
Facts.
shit. Like I
Yeah.
love that shit. That shit
Yeah.
just bring me to a new level. So like being able to really control the party and just have fun with it, I feel like that'll be my next thing really. And adding engineering on the side too, because I want to mix and master my own projects in the future. But I think
Tight.
DJing is the next thing for me to really showcase. You know what I'm saying? My taste for music, my
Yeah.
ear, and really
Yeah.
just because I got a great personality for it too. So I feel like it's gonna work out perfect.
So who you working with as far as like I know you probably ain't got like no label per se that you working with, but as far as like
So
in the city, is
everything
it
you
just
see me do, Jefe Beats is me, man.
Oh,
I do
okay,
everything
okay.
for myself. I do the A&R and I do like the talent scouting with the albums. I upload them myself. I do the lyrics. I do everything. So
Yeah.
right now I'm just a one-stop shop, and I'm really just showing like what producers can do. We don't have to just be behind the scenes. Like
Yeah.
we can do something dope. Like it's a lot of dope artists on this album. Shout out TH3, he from Richmond. Shout out Bert Arwell, he from Petersburg. C Trent, he from Richmond. We got Vontae Watts. He originally from South Carolina, but he from here,
I heard
from
Devontae Watts.
Virginia.
Yeah, I actually heard of some.
I got Zero to God. Shout
Okay.
out Motley. Shout out Randana. I got them on the song.
Randana was actually in here a couple, maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got goddamn Quattro Cash. She be putting in work out here. Henny Honcho. So we got some artists, man, and we really just trying to do something different. Y'all got to listen to the album. I got so many genres, and everybody that hits me up, you can go to my Instagram. I post authentic reviews from everybody that listens. They tell me their favorite songs. Everybody's got a different favorite song, so it's like it's just really dope to do something cool and do something as a collective.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's not just about me. It's about the artists as well involved and just like showcasing Virginia and what we can do when we work together, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
facts,
And just do something
facts.
different and stand out. So like I want to keep pushing that forward and really just not only setting myself apart, but I feel like it's just gonna be dope for Virginia in the long
Yeah.
run when we see what we can do when we come together. Because I feel like it's other producers that may have done compilation albums, but like I feel like I'm doing it my own way
Yeah,
and really
yeah, yeah.
showcasing it in a dope way.
I think so. What I did first when we first opened up, right? When we first opened Infinite Empire Studios, was that we we had a creative session, right?
Mhm.
So we just invited like a bunch of influencers. We invited a bunch of artists, all, like just different people to come through. And I think I want to do it again.
Okay,
And I
okay.
probably want to do it sooner rather than later.
And I would say I've been to one like that in Richmond. And I
Yeah.
say Richmond, as far as collaboration, what I was talking about, like Richmond does a great job at that. I've been to 2 studio sessions so far where somebody will rent out a studio session.
Yeah.
Shout out Mal. He does a lot of dope shit in Richmond. He rented out a studio session that had a session where basically producers, engineers, artists all pull up. And so the producers making the beats on
Yeah,
spot.
exactly.
The engineers in there and the
Exactly.
artists are, they got
They
songwriters in there
writing,
too.
doing
They
all this-
write.
yeah, exactly,
And then they
exactly.
recording the songs all in one night.
Yeah, that's the shit.
That's the shit that's
what
dope.
I like. That's what I like.
That's
bro.
what Virginia needs, because
I haven't seen nobody do that shit around this area.
that's
yet,
what
bro.
Atlanta and Cali and New
Yeah.
York and Florida and the major hubs are doing. That's setting them
Because
apart.
They got these.
They work
teams,
together,
bro.
nigga,
They
and
got
nobody's worrying
teams.
about okay if this guy make it out first, I can't make it out.
Facts.
Nah, let's
Facts.
push him to make it out because he gonna come back and get us too. If YSN Capo is the one that's everybody calling the next one or
Yeah.
Fatty or whoever it is,
Yeah,
let's push them. They dope. If they dope, let's push them to the next level because what's that's gonna do? Like every time they come back to the city and shine on and do a record with somebody, that's gonna keep building us up to the next level. So like the whole crabs in the barrel mindset that Virginia gets,
Hmm.
right now, I would have to agree. Being here for so long, it is true. But like
It
as long
is
as we push
facts.
that to the side and work together and realize like we can all eat, we can all make it, we'll be the next, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta.
It's so we really get lost in the fact that you're absolutely right. If we can find an artist, let's say that IE finds an artist right now, and we take that artist, and we get that artist through the door. Even though we got artists that's in the label, but they work other positions. They work. Shout out Jefe, man. I got a artist that's under me. His name is Jefe the Hood Preacher,
Okay.
and he's actually like a part of the podcast. He was one of the hosts for the podcast,
Word.
but he's also an influencer. But he plays so many different parts that even though he's an artist, he still understands that. Well, I'm gonna play this part while we pushing this artist right now,
Right.
so that the next artist that we looking for, you feel
Yeah.
me? And then it just keeps going like that, bro. It's a cycle, bro. It's a constant cycle. That once we get one person through the door, we can push the next person through the door.
And that's what I think people got to understand. Like you
Yeah.
said, your man's might not be in the forefront right now, but he
Yeah.
playing the background and playing roles and doing what he needs to do to
Facts.
take the record label
Facts.
and his career to the next level. So sometimes
Facts.
you got to sacrifice a little bit, play the background, do what you need to do. Your time gonna come. You gonna shine, bro. But like that's just being humble and just being able to, you know what I'm saying, play your
Yeah.
role and do what it takes to get to the next level.
I think it's so many positions that if you actually look at the structure of a record label and you look at the structure of, how many positions there are in a record label that they needed to function. If you get those people all in the same room and give everybody an assignment that they solely focus on. If you're doing marketing, you focus on marketing. Focus on how when we create these projects, how we gonna market them.
Right.
Let's build plans around them and shit like that. Let's build a team around that. If you're the engineer, you're focusing on engineering.
Right.
If you want to produce and shit while you in here, cool. But we got an engineer, we have a producer, we got somebody. Every position should be working efficiently. The same way that everybody wants to be an artist. Let's take that artistry and put it into another profession that you can build.
That's how you build a team.
Yeah, bro,
If
and
your
that's
homeboy
how
wanna
it
do
works.
music and he not a good artist. He just doing rapping because he don't know what else to do. Maybe
But
introduce him to engineering. Or
Exactly,
producer
he might be
or
good at something
videography.
else. Right, he might be good
He
at
might
fucking.
be good as being your manager. He
Bruh.
might be a good personality
Exactly.
that know how to
He
talk to
might
people
be-
and network.
he might
can
be
be your
fucking
manager.
Structure as far as like organizing, keeping the schedule and shit like that. Why put him in the
Booking
manager?
you shows,
exactly.
whatever.
He might got a good connection as far as talking to people. He may not be the best artist. So
Exactly.
why not put him in a position that he can do efficiently
Right.
and build like that, bro? Like
Right.
the shit is bro. I swear to God, it's so simple.
And then if that nigga want to do the artistry, he can still write songs for you and push you
Yes,
as the
bro,
artist. But he can do what he
exactly.
needs to do as the manager,
And he's
whatever
still making
role.
money on the back end.
And everybody wins. Everybody
He's
eats.
making money on the back end. It's so much money that is behind the fucking scenes that we miss, bro. And that's
Yeah.
what I mean by the organization and the structure isn't there. You feel me? I promise you, I swear to God, bro, and I don't want to put this on nobody's soul, but if I walk into somebody else's label right now, bro, I guarantee you at least 90% of that room will be like, hey, I do music too, bro. I do music.
Right.
I'm an artist too. Yeah, I'm an artist.
Exactly.
Cool.
I produce. I engineer.
All right, cool. But then let's talk about like, I'm talking about in the city, like in Virginia.
Okay.
In the city, bro, I promise you, at least 9 out of 10 people on the team gonna be like, yeah, I do music, bro.
Right.
Okay, then I'm gonna be like, all right, well, what else do you do? Besides, who's the artist?
Right.
Who's the one that y'all pushing? Oh, well, we pushing him and him and him all at the same time. I'm like, okay, cool. But who's the one that's like the
Who's the
forefront?
one?
Exactly, right. Who's the one that's gonna goddamn get you there?
Right.
And then he could be like, all right, cool. Well, the homie, he the man. Motherfuckers get so blindsided the fact that they think that music is their passion.
Yeah.
And I don't take this from anybody. If you love music, by all means. But this shit is not for everybody, bro. It's not for everybody,
It's
bro.
not.
You have
It's
to be
okay.
able to feel. If you genuinely love the entertainment business, bro, if I know I'm not the forefront artist and I know I'm not the artist that they're going to push right now, then I'm going to find something else to do. I can find something else within the entertainment community that still keeps me close to my passion, that keeps me close to what I want to do. And then when my time comes, I'm ready. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Leon Thomas. Come on, bro. Like he waited
He
years.
waited a year. He was even doing the acting shit. He was on
Years.
he was on
Exactly,
iCarly
bro.
and shit like that.
He was
He
doing
played his
other
role.
shit. He played his part to the fact that they that is how you get your foot in the door,
Yeah.
and then you build upon another profession.
Because
You
people
build
already
on
knew who
something
he
else.
was.
Yeah, we know you can make music. Cool.
Yeah.
But what else do you do? What else
Right.
can you help us with right now
Right.
while we have this artist right here?
Right.
The crab in the barrel mentality comes from that. Okay, we have this artist, but we have another artist right here trying to push themselves to take this artist out.
And it's all
So,
competition.
yeah, bro, for what? For
All
fucking what,
competition.
bro? And that is the problem I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to break. I'm
Right.
trying to solve that shit. I'm trying to get the team here, and I'm trying to build that shit the right way so that when people come to us and they say, "Hey, look, I'm the artist and I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z," I'm gonna let you know straight up, like, if you're good and you're at that point where there's not much that needs to be done with you, then we could take you and then we could be like, all right, cool. Well, we could put you as another artist
Right.
if we have everything else already solidified. Cool.
Right.
But at the same point in time, it's like everybody can't be an artist. Then I'm gonna ask you, what else can you do? Like, what more can you do besides be an artist?
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't need 9 to 10 artists on my label and think that I'm about to push 9 to 10 artists at the same time.
Right.
That's dumb. I would rather put. I'm not gonna say it's dumb. It's inefficient. I would rather take one artist, build that artist up. Let's put the money behind this artist. Let's get this artist through the door, get their views up, get their streams up, get them to the point where if they go get booked for a show, we know people gonna show up,
Right.
type shit. Like, let's get them to that point, and then we gonna work from there. Then we can. It's a constant cycle. All right, let's get the next artist ready. Let's get the
Yeah.
next artist going.
Then
That
you
shit
got a
takes time.
template set up.
Yeah, it
Then
takes
you got a
time,
template
bro.
set up, and you can put the artist in position. But it's like you got to have that one go and go far.
Yes.
And then once they go far, stay there for a year.
Yeah,
or 2
bro.
years or 3 years.
And let them flourish. Let
There's
them
a lot
do
of
their
people that can
thing.
get a hit.
Let them do their thing, bro. Like, they don't understand that, bro. Like Yo Gotti, fucking Lil Wayne, they understood this fucking the format.
Right.
Like, Yo Gotti ain't about to be. He's an artist, yeah, but he ain't about to be dropping when Glorilla dropping. He got her fucking where she need to be.
Right.
Let's keep pushing her right
We gonna
now.
Push her right now.
Let's put
Then
money
he gonna
behind
go to
her.
Moneybagg Yo,
And then he gonna
might
move
go to
up.
Black Youngster,
Exactly,
then
bro.
he might go to ESTG.
Exactly, bro. And then they don't understand, like, if shit takes time, bro. She's popping right now. Let's let her bring the money in so then we can put that money behind another artist. Then
And-
the next artist goes.
Right, and what they do is like, okay, it's Glorilla time. Let's do an album with her, but let's put a feature with ESTG.
Exactly.
Let's put a feature
We
with
still
Moneybagg Yo.
keep
We
you
still
there. We still keep you still making money off of this feature because
Exactly.
she get 100 million streams. You still getting paid.
Exactly.
Like, just
Exactly.
it's bro. Y'all, you gotta stop being so fucking greedy,
Giving
bro.
too many gems out
Yeah,
right now. Too
bro.
much
Stop being
game
so
right now.
greedy, bro. Like, it's a process, bro. Everything has a plan. You just have to stick with the plan, bro.
Right.
Like, not necessarily follow the leader, bro. But I'ma just be frank, bro. If Jefe would be like, yo, I'm gonna come be a producer for IE, bro, you have a seat at the table. Joker, when we had these meetings and shit like that, we sit at the table, we talk.
Right.
We had these conversations about what we gonna do next.
Right.
It ain't like, oh, we gotta follow the leader or I'm gonna be the chief to tell you what the fuck is about to happen next. Nah, bro. Hey, what you think is next, bro?
Yeah.
What you think that we should do next? What's something that we can bring to the table?
Right.
Like, everybody has their inputs. Everybody got they plan. We put this shit on paper. We put it out into the physical world, and then we act on it.
Right.
That's how it works, bro. So many ideas flow around. Cool. You got your idea. Let's put that shit in action.
Implement it. Yeah.
I get, bro. I don't know if he gave me, but I was sitting in my man's chair, the barber chair, or whatever, and Brody tell me like all his ideas and shit like that, bro. And we talk about it. Cool. I be hearing, I listen. People talk to me about music all day, every day, bro. One thing I hate, bro, I ain't gonna keep talking. Either we gonna make this shit happen, or I'm gonna stop talking. Yeah, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna keep it pushing because you tell me all your ideas. I'm here for it. You feel me? I'm listening. I understand what you want to do, but I'm a man of action, bro. I'm a man of if we either gonna make this shit happen or we ain't. You feel me? I don't do too much talking when it comes to this shit, bro. So, as you can see, I'm a man of action.
For sure.
I like to make shit happen, bro.
Shout out
So,
Infinite Empire, man.
straight
For
like
sure.
that,
The
bro.
studio's dope. The space is dope. You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah.
Fucking with it, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. We gonna tap in, bro. I definitely gotta listen to the whole project.
Yeah, listen to it from 1 to 13, man. Listen
Straight
to it in
up.
order because I've curated it and put it in a
No
specific order for y'all
skips.
to enjoy it. No skips at all, man.
No
Everybody's
skips.
doing crazy, going
I
crazy.
like that.
I named all the artists. I forgot to name Ike T. That's my brother. We got 2 joints up there. Blue Magic video out right now on YouTube, man. This shit going crazy. It's one of my favorite songs off the album. And then he got the outro as well, man. So, listen, I just want to showcase Virginia and to showcase what we can do. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Producers don't just have to be in the background. We can move and maneuver like artists and do our thing as well. So, like, I'm just pushing my own lane. And, like, I'm thinking about the future. My shit might not be popping and viral right now, but listen, 2, 3, 5 years, my shit gonna be all over the world. So I'm just thinking in the future and building a catalog. Like I said, I want to sync this shit out to movies and TV shows and video games, and like, and when that happens, it's not gonna just be about Jefe Beats. It's gonna be about the artist that's featured on the song.
Yeah.
And then when people go and listen to that song, they listen to everybody else on the album. So like, back catalog is a real thing, and that's what I'm building, bro. I'm building something that's strong and something that's different, man. So like, I just appreciate every artist, every engineer, every producer. Because, like, it's not just about me on this album. I got other producers up there, too. Shout out Beatman Go Crazy at Studio Compound. Shout out Margella Mertz. Shout out Corrigan, man. So, like, I'm just really showing love to everybody that's showing love to me. And just, you know what I'm saying, pushing shit out there. You know, shout out 3 Times did it, too, man. That's my nigga in Richmond. But, yeah, man, we just doing something different. I am Jefe Beats out now. Wherever you stream music, go get it. I guarantee you'll find a few hits that you love on it. If not, you can literally DM me personally and tell me you didn't. But I guarantee you're going to find a few that you love. You know what I mean? Because we putting out good music, good beats, good production, good mix, good master. And I'm promoting it in a dope way. So, like, check me out, man. I am Jefe Beats on Instagram. Like I said, shout out Infinite Empire. Shout out my boy,
you, bro.
J28,
Appreciate it.
my
Always.
brother. We met back fucking in the 18 verses. Shout out Blacko and
18 been coming up a
Trey.
lot.
Absolutely. Like,
18 been coming up a
let's
lot
talk
on the
about
pod.
that a little bit, man. Like, they've been doing some dope shit in the area and really doing things differently, not just the verses, but doing the spots at doing the a Good Day festivals, man, and doing the joints at the Chicken Spot,
doing
and
shit
giving
different,
artists
bro. I respect
opportunity,
it.
bro. Like,
I respect it.
shout out Blacko and Booger and Trey. They doing something different, and I just want to
right.
give them their flowers now, because it's like they just what they've done now is already historical, like, and just different.
And the fact is, bro, like, that shit it ain't even mainstream, bro, and it's doing well. Which it speaks to the fact that you don't have to be mainstream.
They call themselves running the underground shit, and it's like and they got that.
It's so much potential in that shit, bro, and people don't even understand that shit for real.
Right.
If Blacko and them have a bigger platform or a bigger stage where they can do that shit at,
it's gonna be over when
that
happens.
shit'll go crazy.
It's gonna be
that
over
shit'll go
when
crazy.
That happens.
Matter of fact,
just win.
Me and Blacko, we gonna have a conversation after this, man.
That's my
we
dog. Shout
we
out
gonna
Blacko.
make that shit happen, dog.
Shout out Blacko. He on Who Is Jefe Beats 3. Go get
Yeah.
that. Go get Who Is Jefe Beats 2 and the first one. You can just look
I
up
like
Jefe
that.
Beats on all platforms. Listen to all my albums, and you can just hear what Virginia is and what we do. We are Virginia. I am Jefe Beats. We outside. We doing our thing, and we just gonna keep pushing the culture, baby.
Already, bro. So since I skipped the intro because we was already in a good
We was
conversation,
already chopping it up, man. You know what I mean? We was locked in.
On me, we was already in it, man. So y'all know what the fuck it is, man. It's a Nothing Average podcast, but nothing that we do here is motherfucking average, man.
Nothing
I
is
appreciate Jefe coming to pull up on me, man.
Appreciate
my dog,
you, bro, for
definitely
having me,
finna
man.
lock in, bro. That creative session's on the way.
Yes, sir.
Man, shout out to everybody that's been tapping in, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, man.
Hey, listen, real quick fun fact too.
Yep.
My PlayStation Network name has been Not Your Average since I was in like middle school. So like just being on this podcast is just destiny and full circle shit, man. So shout out J28. Shout out Nothing Average podcast, baby. We pushing that motion, man. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Make sure y'all tap in, man. Episode be on the way, man.
I am Jefe Beats. We outside. Go
Tight.
get it.